What is going on, people? It is G from the Kitchen Sessions. I'm back with another review. It is night time. I am here outside the Black Dog. This is a Joseph Holt pub. Let us go and see what it's like. I'm stopping here the night, but I'm going to try some beers. Let's see what they're like. So guys, I am at the Black Dog in Belmont, which is just outside of Bolton. We are going to be trying a couple of their beers on this video, but just a little bit of a bit more blurbage. You would have saw some pictures and some videos of the bar area and some of the restaurant area. I would have liked to have done some of this in that area, but although it looked empty, by the time I was ready to do this, we did were a few people coming in and the music was quite loud. So I've had to come back up to my room to do these videos. So this pub is really nice. It's in the village of Belmont, like I said. You know, I'm not here to go through this, but, you know, the room was £79 a night. The bed is fantastic. And you know, just as a recap, what I've done is I've had some food, and just, you know, for those of you who want to know, I've got a menu here. I have had the 3 courses and a drink for £24. Now that is really good, and you know, the images of what I had will start coming up. So for a starter, I had the sticky chili pork belly bites, which were amazing. I then went on to the crispy chili beef noodles. Again, absolutely fantastic. And then for dessert, I had the Morello cherry tart with cream. Plus I had a pint of lager. 24 quid. You can't get that these days. That is absolutely fantastic. The food is brilliant. Guys, if you're in this area, drop down here and get some of the food. It's really nice. However, we're here for the beer. So, cut to me with the first beer. So I'm going to do something a little bit different on this channel. Is the first beer I'm going to do is from, they're all from Joseph Holt because it's a Joseph Holt brewery pub. But this one is their Trailblazer Stout. Hello, a stout. I don't do stouts, but I'm going for it today. So what we've got is, like I say, we've got a stout. It is 4.3% ABV. I've got the blurbage here, so we're going to go through it. It says, built on our proud industrial roots, Trailblazer is a superior stout brewed with years of experience behind it. Silky smooth, rich and satisfying. I'm not going to read that bit. Distinct roasted barley creates a smoky, dark roast coffee aroma with hints of treacle, licorice and nutty notes. I hate licorice. I wish I'd have read this before I'd had it, but we're going to judge it on its merits. It also won a silver medal at the 2021 International Brewing Awards. And then it gives you a bit, you know, this is the website that I'm doing it from, so it gives you the beer bio, as they call it, which I'll be referring to through all these beers. And this one says the colour is pitch black with a creamy white head. Yes, it is. It did look, when it was being poured, like it was a nitro pour as well. The smell is smoky roasted coffee and licorice, and the taste is rich toasted malt and dark chocolate. The bitterness rating is 1.5 out of 5, and the sweetness rating is 2.5 out of 5. And it's 23.5 IBUs. For those who know what that is, I don't have a clue. I need to learn that because I'm going to start brewing my own beer. I need to know what IBU is. I hear it a lot. I haven't got a clue. Anyway, what we'll do is, you know, we'll have a look at the beer. Very lovely, very dark in colour. The head was a little bit bigger than this, but look at it. It looks beautiful, you know, it's so dark. The head is lovely white. So what we'll do, we'll give this a sniff. Will I get the smoky roasted coffee and licorice? I hope I don't get the licorice. You definitely get the coffee smell. It does smell beautiful. It smells lovely. Like I say, coffee all the way. Do I get licorice? No, I don't. But what we'll do, guys, is we'll give this a taste. So cheers, people. Let's see what we get from it. Definitely get the dark chocolate. You definitely get the toasted malt. And you do get a bit of coffee on the back end. But that is a really nice stout. For someone who don't really drink them, I'm really starting to get into them. Maybe it's the winter months, who knows. But that is a nice drink. It really is. You know, I think that's the good thing about the nitro pours. The carbonation on it is a lot more delicate, I think, than when it's carbonated with CO2. Can you call it carbonated if it's done with nitrogen? I don't know. Someone correct me in the comments, because obviously carbonated means it's got CO2 in it. But that, like I say, is a different one. As these are going to have about 3 or 4 beers as part of this review. So that's that one done. Really nice drink. Guys, if you see this beer when you're out and about, give it a go. 7 out of 10. Right, so the next beer that I've got is a beer called Fool's Gold. It is by the Bootleg Brewing Company, which I'm thinking is an offshoot of Joseph Holt, because this is on the Joseph Holt website. So here is the beer. This is a cask beer, so it's been hand pulled. Lovely white creamy head, lovely gold, slight haziness to it. But just like the previous one, let's have a quick read of what it says. So it says, refreshing golden goodness, a cask ale to be adored, clear, clean and crisp. Fool's Gold is a well-rounded beer brimming with flavour from the fruity combination of Australian and US hops. Vibrant tropical notes burst their way through and wind their way down to a balanced, quenching bitterness. If you like your beers golden, this is the one. And it says the colour is golden, the smell is fruity and tropical, the taste is crisp tropical fruit, balanced bitterness. The bitterness rating is 3 out of 5 and the sweetness rating is also 3 out of 5. It is 3.9% and the IBUs are 30. Again, I have no idea what IBUs are, but I'm sure somebody will. So what I also have noticed with this brewery is it does not tell me what the hops are. It just says, like that one, that they're from a certain country. It does that with all of the beers. So, you know, anyone's guess, but it tells me what I should be smelling, what I should be tasting. So first of all, let's give this one a sniff and see if I get a fruity and tropical aroma. So that one's a bit plasticky. It smells like plastic. I don't know how to explain it, but you know when it's Christmas Day and the kids are opening the presents with all the plastic in it and you get that certain smell. Maybe it's just me, but that's what I'm getting. I'm not really getting Any tropical flavours? Maybe a bit of pineapple. But that is it. But yeah, I'm not too keen on the nose of that, to be fair. But proof of the beer, guys, always is in the drinking. So let's go with this. Cheers. So like you would expect with a cask ale, the carbonation is just how I like it. The taste, all I've got now is bitterness. There's not a lot of flavour going on in there at all. I'm not getting a lot. All I'm getting is bitterness. Not getting a lot of flavour. I cannot say that I like that. It is very bland. So, what would I give this one out of 10? I'm going to give this one 2 out of 10. Join me for the next beer in a couple of seconds. So the next beer that I've got is this one. It is called Spin Doctor. It is a lager. So what I'm going to do is bring it in a minute. But it has won an award. It has won the International Brewing Award in 2024, the gold medal. So I'm expecting quite a lot. And this is what the blurbage says. Spin Doctor won the gold medal at the 2024 International Brewing Awards, officially making it the best international keg lager between 4.5% to 6.9% in the world. We'll see. Breathe in the refreshing herbal aroma of Ella Australian hops, where vibrant floral notes merge effortlessly with rich and natural hints. This perfectly balanced blend creates a crisp aromatic experience. It is 4.5%. It is straw coloured, it's floral, it's herbal. The bitterness rating is 3.5 out of 5 and the sweetness rating is 3 out of 5. So, did I mention it's 4.5%? I don't know. If I did, I've mentioned it again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold it up now. Now, it's not got much of a head on it. They've not poured it with much of a head. The glass is covered with all this stuff, so you can't really see it. But I'm going to try and bring it in anyway. It is straw coloured. There are a few bubs going up there. The glass is slightly nucleated. I'm spilling it all over the place. So what we're going to do, we're just going to get straight in with this and we're going to have a sniff. So, will I get the floral and herbal aromas? Let's go in with the nose. I think I do get some herbal aromas, definitely. Yeah, I'll give it that. You do get those floral notes, so, you know, you do get a little bit. So I'll give it that. So what we'll do is we're just going to get straight into this and we're going to try this. So cheers, people. Let's see how it goes. Oh. Don't know if you saw that. There's a flavour to that I'm not sure I like. Now, I got told by the bar staff that this is more of a hop-led lager. So it's a bit more hoppy than the normal ones. And I think what I'm getting is I'm getting a hop there that gave me the same response when I tried the ice cold from Tiny Rebel. If you want to see that, it'll come up. I don't like it. No, that is not nice at all. What does it taste like? Let's go in again. I'm sounding I like it, and I keep going in because I want to tell you what it tastes like. I can't even put my finger on it. There's obviously that hop addition, that Ella hop. It's not great, guys. Do not have this beer. I would avoid it. But I've got one more to do as part of this review in the Black Dog. So skip to me with the other beer. Right, guys, so the last beer in the journey at the Black Dog Inn is this beer called their American IPA. Again, it is their bootleg series. Before I bring it in, let me tell you what it says. Big, juicy and extravagant. What else would you expect from an American IPA? Brewed with American hops and bursting with flavour, take a trip to the New World with fresh hoppy aromas and beautiful notes of tropical pineapple and grapefruit. This slightly citrus hit develops into a crisp, smooth IPA for you to earn your stars and stripes with. Pale gold is the colour. The smell is hoppy and fruity. The taste is tropical fruit and citrus. The bitterness is 3 out of 5. What I'm getting with all these beers is they are quite bitter. So if you don't like bitter beers, like myself, you maybe shouldn't come to a pub like this. But yeah, the bitterness rating is 3 out of 5, sorry. And the sweetness is also 3 out of 5. The ABV is 4.5% and the IBU is 45. So let's bring this beer in and let's see what it is like. So it is in a Bootleg Brewing Co glass. Nice half a finger head, very, very compact. It's almost as if this was poured out of a hand pull on a cask, but it's not, it's coming out the tap. That head is really, really compact. If you look at the colour, it's very clear. You cannot see any bubs coming up this glass. This glass is non-nucleated, but that head is keeping, and it is beautiful and compact. Like I said, it looks so smooth. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the nose and see what I get. You know, I'm just going to get the phone back just to see what it says. And like we know from what I've already said, the smell is hoppy and fruity. That is all it tells you. Let's give this a sniff and see what we get. Absolutely nothing. I do not pick up anything on the nose with that beer. But what we're going to do is we're going to give it a try. So cheers, people. So I'm going to go in again because what I've got is I've got bitterness, maybe a bit of fruit. I need to go in again. So again, it's a beer that is quite bland in flavour. It doesn't give you a lot. I'd like to know what American hops they've used and how they've used it. It feels like they've used a lot of them in the boil because of how bitter it is. It's not a juice bomb. You know, this is off the Joseph Holt website. Big, juicy, extravagant. It ain't juicy. It's more bitter than anything else. I'm not that keen on it. So what would I give this one out of 10? I'm going to go 3 out of 10. But yeah, cut to me shortly back outside. So what are my final thoughts on the Black Dog in Belmont? The food is absolutely banging. If you want something nice to eat, come here. The beers, apart from the stout, the others were a bit of a disappointment, to be honest. But, you know, decent enough, cheap enough, you know. Just for your information, the other room is fantastic, you know, at 70 odd pound a night, can't knock that. But would I stay here again? Yes. Would I eat here again? Definitely. Would I come back to drink? Nah. But that's been another one, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. Where should I try next? If you haven't subscribed already, drop me a subscribe and I'll see you on the next one.